Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new, back with another World of Outlaws Dirt Racing Career Mode episode, finishing out our first season here in the street stocks. We got Grant Park, Kokomo, Prairie View, and Eldora to finish out this season. Sitting 11th points, not too bad. Up front, Kylie is up front by 10 points over Mikey. Pretty tight points battle there to finish out the season, so we'll see what goes on there. Suspension upgrade for us. We're trying to get up to like 75,000 or so, I would say. So I don't know if I'll have enough money by the end of this season or starting next season. We'll have to get that. I'm not 100% sure because these parts are pretty costly, but we're doing the best we can. Sitting 11th points, not too bad for our first season, and we'll get on the Grant Park here and see what we can do. All right, we're able to get down to a 15.4 here. We only need a 15.9 for practice. Qualifying time for the top 10 is a 6, so we should be able to qualify top 10 here, I would say, because we seem like we're pretty quick. I just have to rip right along that inside line on the white line at the bottom, pretty much. Go up here, try to get momentum to start our lap. Change the gear a little bit, try to make it max out a little bit more. If you're running the top, even though the top's not fast for me, but I can get a lot of speed down the straightaway to set up our lap. 3 and 4, that was a really good 3 and 4, trying to keep this thing straight. That was down to a 3. I felt like that was the best 3 and 4 I've ran so far, so very happy about that. We're like almost 3/10 above the qualifying goal. So that should set us in the top 5, I would imagine, if not close to the top 3, maybe a pole, who knows? 6th place, okay, I thought that would definitely be a top 5, so a little disappointing, but I'm still very good with that. Kylie gets pole, Schneencloth, Samantha, Billy, and Mikey in front of us. So we're starting second in heat number 2 here. We got Schneencloth on our inside. We'll see what we can do here, though. Hopefully we could have a decent run. Start on the outside's not preferable, especially with getting right reared up the track by Schneencloth. That's unfortunate. Got Jeremy Cross on our inside and Brett Thomas. I've got to try to work my way down. Getting inside Jeremy. Oh my goodness. Brooks on the inside now. I'm pretty sure they started super deep in the field. I need to get down to the bottom, guys. Please and thank you. Because the middle to outside is very slow for me. We'll have to back off and try to undercut Cross here. Yeah, he goes wide. Brooks trying to get back to my inside. And we're back up to second all of a sudden. Just running the inside line as they go wide. So that's helpful. Schneencloth getting a huge run down the straightaway on that outside, but I just cannot get that kind of speed. I'm like a second slower running that outside right now. It's really crazy on like the time difference. Might have to work around, find some more lanes in the feature, but right now we're working his bottom really well. I think I'll probably be able to run this in the feature also. Jeremy Cross running that middle. That middle definitely is not A. It seems like when they run the very outside, they're fast. They can keep a lot of speed up there, but other than that, the middle is not where it's at whatsoever. Coming around to the white flag, though. Should be able to hold this second place. Start 6th in the qualifying dash, which would be nice. It's kind of a big track to bring these two, but the micro sprints also went here too, so that makes sense. I think this is a 15 or 18 lap A main. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't pay too much attention, honestly, but it's one of those two. We'll find out once we get to the A main. But we're gonna be going on to the qualifying dash, starting here in 6th. Being on the outside again is not fun, but hopefully we can try to make up some spots here early on in the qualifying dash. Try to make our way to the top 5 maybe, and see if we can start top 5 in the A main. Gonna be on the outside of Mikey, try to cut down under him, but we're getting Cam Jurens under us, and he's just gonna whale us into the corner. Holy crap. Like, I get super sideways, just getting nailed into the corner. That's Chase Jones, who started in last also. I don't want to get too far down on that. That was actually almost my entire car down there, but just kind of the way we ended up at. That's fine. Pretty good 1 and 2 there. We're gonna right rear Chase Jones up the track a little bit. Got by Billy Green also because he ran outside for some reason. Car's driving pretty good though. Schneencloth getting stuck on the outside here. Billy trying to get by us on that outside lane. Able to hold him off a little bit. See if we can try to get by Schneencloth here on the exit of this corner because he went super wide. Should be able to slide up on him. It's gonna cut off his momentum. I didn't get a very good entry into turn 1 there, but it's fine. Samantha Bell went super far outside. See if we can try to get by her. I'd be okay with just starting 5th because we'd be starting on the bottom. At least we haven't started on the bottom once yet, but I'm gonna make up any positions we can, I guess, regardless. Mikey went to the top as well. They're getting so much momentum down that straightaway, it's crazy. Kylie up front running the top, but Cam in second, who started in like 7th place, is just ripping that bottom. They are killing it up there in 2nd place. They moved to the top, trying to block that off, it looks like. We're coming around to the white flag here. So I'm basically just gonna mirror drive off of turn 4 here, see if we can try to beat out Billy to the line, and we do. So we're gonna start 5th in the A main. So that's good. At least we're starting on the bottom. We won't get bullied up the track, hopefully, that I should say, because Schneekloth fell all the way back to 7th there. He was struggling for sure, but we'll see what we can do here. Hopefully we can have a solid run, maybe finish a top 5 spot, which would be awesome. It'd be a pretty good day for us. Way inside line. Wanted to make sure I wasn't going to get right reared up the track, which we definitely did not. But I was all the way down on that inside wall. We're up to 3rd currently. See if we can't try and get by Mikey as well right here. Really just got to get the left front tire just under that white line, I feel like. Try to keep the car straight, and we're pretty good to go after that. Keeping the car straight definitely is the hardest part, but we're doing fine with it. Car looks it might look out of control to you guys, but like I feel like it's driving very well. Mikey's just getting that rotation up top and all the momentum down the straightaway, just keeping the car wound up so much. That's why I changed my gearing though, trying to get the bottom to have more speed and acceleration off the exit. Probably need to work on getting the car straighter on the exit for that more acceleration. But we're sitting in 3rd. Kylie is running away with it right now, though. Mikey in 2nd, trying to catch her. Got 11 laps to go. Yeah, it was a 15-lap A-main. We got Cam Jurens flying up on us on this outside lane. Kind of get up in the air, right rearing him a little bit up the track, but we're fine. I'm going to try and go up and block him on the straightaway. Maybe it'll get him to run a different line as well. Mess him up a little bit, potentially. Just trying to hold our ground for the most part, but when they get outside and they're like ripping that top side by me, I cannot do anything about it. Kylie is getting caught by Mikey though. Mikey being super fast at this track. He has not won a race this year. Kylie's the only one with multiple wins on the season right now. I feel like as soon as I go out here, I'm just gonna lose so much time. Like, I'm gonna try running outside for 1 corner here. We'll see how this goes. And we're getting passed immediately by Samantha Bell. Like, not even an argument. They're just so much faster. Back to the bottom we go. We're a bottom feeder here. Brooke's trying to get under us here. I'm going to try to get back by Samantha. We were ahead of her on the exit. I should have pulled up a little bit faster, though. I really just got to get the car straighter on the exit to get that acceleration, because I do feel like I'm spinning my tires a little bit too much. But that's okay. We're still doing a pretty good job. This definitely seems to be like our best track so far, speed-wise. I don't know if it's just because it's such a wide track going top to bottom. That may be the reason why. I think Mikey and Kylie are not battling for the lead up there. I thought they were, but Mikey says Mikey's over a second back from her. So she is absolutely killing it. I thought she was in like this little group up here, the gaggle of cars. But they were just way ahead. I thought that green car was her, but it is not. That is somebody different. But we're catching up to lap traffic now. These 4 are already a lap down. We'll see if we can try to not have any problems with them and get by them nice and easy. Try to pull away from Samantha Bell behind us a little bit. They all stay high like that. That is beautiful, and that is exactly what I want. But Samantha's just following me on through, and Tommy Bailey coming out of nowhere now. I think right behind Samantha, trying to make him by, but trying to make a pass there. 2 laps to go, though. I think Samantha just moved up, potentially. No, she did not, I don't think. Actually, she might have. Who is so fast right behind me? Is that a lapper? I'm so confused. I can't tell whose car is who with all the dirt on all the cars, honestly, in the mirror. It is so hard to tell. But hey, we're holding our 3rd place spot right now. We're doing a damn good job at this track. Super happy about this one. This will be our best finish of the year so far. Tommy Bailey catching us. Cam Jurgens got up to 5th. I don't know where Samantha fell to. She must have fell all the way down to 6th or something. But top 3 spot, I'll take that. Kylie gets to win once again. Just dominated that one up front the entire time. But that's going to be a pretty decent payday for us, I would say. Probably the best of our season so far. We're still 11th in points, shockingly. I guess Samantha did have a really good showcase race. Trying to catch Ricky Cox. We're only 2 points behind the Cox and then 4 behind Chase there. So we're doing pretty solid. We're only 10 points behind Jeremy, who's in 7th place, which is actually pretty shocking. That's going to be probably like $7,000 right around, maybe just above, Hell yeah, I'll take that. That's going to put us up to $38,000. 3 more races on the season. I don't think we're going to be making like $30 more thousand in the season unless we do really well in these last 3 races. But either way, hopefully we can try to make some money. Kokomo we ran earlier in the year. It was the first showcase and we got 14th. So with it being the showcase, we had Adam, Brandon, Heath, Tanner, and that was mainly all of them. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we would finish top 10, really. That's what our goal should be because it's not a showcase. So top 10 is what I'm hopefully aiming for. We'll repair all of our parts after this race, and they'll be good for Prairie View and Eldora to finish out the season. So let's get on the Kokomo and try to go get a top 10 here. All right, got faster than the practice time, but the qualifying time is probably going to be too fast for us. A 4? Yeah, that's a couple tenths even faster than what we just ran in practice. So that ain't gonna happen, so it's gonna be a rough one trying to get a top 10 here. I was really hoping we could because we did pretty well in the showcase, but honestly I think that was through a little bit of attrition, just working our way through the field in the A main, so maybe having to do the same type of thing here. I think we might have not qualified great. I think we might have gained a spot in the heat, which started us all right, and then just kind of worked our way forward from there. That's all I can think of. Ran 8:20 on the first lap. Not the best. I'd like to be able to get down to a 7 or a 6. But we didn't have the run-in for that second lap. Missed 3 and 4 a little bit too much. That's going to put us all the way down to a 14-0 on that one. I think 19th is very similar to what we qualified at the showcase, I want to say. But we did not qualify very well at all. Back there, tied with Jessica Robinson, which is quite interesting. But we'll see what we can do here in our heat. Top 5 advance are already in a transfer spot. But I'm hoping we could try to get by Eric Erickson up here. Same name, have an ass. See if we can just get all the way down on those tires without hitting them. That's the hardest thing, though, is not hitting the tires down here. Already up to 4th. These people are fighting. Samantha Bell and, who is it, Ned Hall, or Ned Hill, sorry, Ned Hill. Running that outside. They're getting tangled up together a little bit with this. So that's going to move us up like 8 spots. So we'd be 11th, I think, right now for the A main. We got lucky just holding that bottom lane. Samantha and Ned battling it out. And we were able to sneak by them, so that's actually going to be very helpful in trying to get that top 10 in the A main. Maybe we're just not single car speed. In a race, we're pretty quick, maybe, when people start running some different lines and everything. Because the qualifying speed definitely was not my strong suit, I'll tell you that, because that was not great. May need to try to go back on some changes I did to the setup because I'm not running as fast as I was before I tried a couple changes, but oh well. It is what it is. We'll see if we can improve on it in the A main. Just keep running this line. We're doing fantastic. We are catching Samantha a little bit. Let's not hit that tire. That was very close. Washing all the way out. Didn't even realize the last lap, but hey, I'll take 3rd in the heat. That'll start us 11th in the A main, which is awesome. Very happy about that. So right off the bat here, we should be able to try and jump up to the top 10. The 25 on the outside. I don't even know who the 25 is, honestly. Richardson. Oh, Kylie's on our outside. Damn, she qualified awful. That's unfortunate. I think, what, 14 points ahead of Mikey coming into the standings in this one? And Mikey's up there battling for second with Schneencloth. I think Chase Jones is in the lead, which is not great for us because we're battling him in points a little bit. I want to try and finish top 10 in the points because we've been running around top 10 a lot this season. So we've been like 10th, 11th in the points most of the races, I want to say. Trying to get up there in front of Jeremy, which is one guy we are battling in the points. Oh boy, they're getting on my inside. Tommy Richardson. Try and send it down here in 3 and 4. Hug the bottom. Battling hard. 6th place is Jesse Wright right here, so we could almost get up to the top 5 really with getting by him. But Samantha Bell ripping that outside just like she did in our heat race. Absolutely moving up there. Like right off the bat. Oh boy, we're almost 3 wide there. That was sketchy. We're in 9th, so that's good. Right off the bat, we're able to make up some ground on the bottom, but then that top really comes in for them really well. Really gotta pump the throttle back and forth, trying to hug the inside, but staying off of the tire. Keeping the car straight. Samantha losing it a little bit in 1 and 2, it looks like. Oh, there's the tire. That damaged our radiator and everything. Oh no, that's not good. Affected our aero big time. Our radiator big time, which is not good. Once the radiator gets damaged, that's a bad sign. Try to get back to the inside of Jeremy here. See if we can't get up in front of him here. We get back up in the 8th, which is good. It's a good sign. Maybe the car is not a total loss. I'll take an 8th place after hitting that tire, honestly, because we are not as fast as we once was. Kylie in 10th, battling 10th with Brett, it looks like, actually. So that's pretty tough. She's having a rough day. Chase still out in the lead. I don't know if Mikey's in 2nd or 3rd, if Schneekloff got back by him or what. I have 0 idea. Trying to go up here and catch Samantha Bell if we can, because we're a little bit behind her in the points, but not too bad. Still running at 13.9. That's not terrible, honestly. With the track getting a little slicker and stuff. Maybe it just looks like that. I don't know if there's actually a difference in grip or not. Cam Jern's ripping that outside, though. He might end up getting by me, unless I can just keep holding them off on the straightaway. I just have to make sure I wash my way out to the wall in front of them. Especially off 3 and 4. 3 and 4 seems like they're faster up top. Mainly the straightaway speed off of turn 4, they're really fast. 1 and 2 up top, they are very slow, it seems like. But 3 and 4, they slow down mid-corner, it seems like, and then they take off of turn 4. It's crazy. Samantha having to abandon the top side for the bottom to get by the lap cars. Catching all these lap cars. Chase Jones is not that far behind me also, which is crazy. There's only like 2 or 3 cars behind me that are not a lap down, I think. We might go a lap down by the end of this race, which is crazy to think that we're in 8th and Chase Jones is that fast. Like, what is he doing? He is just mobbing in this one. 3 laps to go. Trying to hold off Cam and the leader, because the leader's a little bit behind him, probably like half a second or so. Messed up 3 and 4. Really trying to avoid the tire again. I scraped it in 1 and 2 on the last lap, but just getting so close to it. Just trying not to damage the car more, but trying to run the fastest line we can. Final lap. Leader is like 3 cars behind us, but he already is finished. He took the checkered now, so he's done. Took a way too shallow entry, but we're gonna come home in 8th. I will take that. That was a hard fought 8th place, I'll tell you that, because everybody was so fast. The leader was not that far behind us. All the way to Kylie was a lap down. Damn, that's crazy. Mikey ends up falling all the way to 4th, so that's actually helpful to Kylie that Mikey fell so far. So he might take the points lead or might get close to tying her now. 6 points. I think he might be 2 behind her, honestly, because what is that? 142 to 130. Yeah, that's 12 points. I think he's gonna be 2 points behind her, but we get up in the 10th. We pass Cox. That's great. Cam Jones gets a win. That's unfortunate. Yeah, 2-point difference up front. Kylie's got 3 wins on the season when Mikey has 0. Going into Prairie View and Eldora to finish out this season. That's going to be a wild battle there for the championship. No wins versus 3 wins. That's tough to overcome, but $6,009, nice to get 8th place in that race. That's a tough 8th place though. I'll take it. That's going to put us up to $44,500. We'll have to repair our stuff and get going on to Prairie View. What's going to be our sponsor goal for these last 2 races? I have 0 idea how this is going to go. Prairie View. I'll just go top 10, I guess. I don't even know. And we get a new mechanic. Hell yeah, I'll take that. But let's go put on the mechanic before I do that, because he actually is better on all that, which is nice. Mechanic, he goes 12% for both, which is really nice. We do have to hire him for $11.50, but I will take it. Not the worst thing in the world, but we'll get everything repaired, which will cost less now, which is good. Just a little bit, but it'll cost less. And then we'll go on the Prairie View here, 18 laps, and then 24 lap A main for Eldora as a showcase. That's gonna be wild, but let's get on the Prairie View and see how we can do. All right, got down to a 4 here. It may say there's like 26 minutes remaining. I was just on the phone for a long time. I did like 10-15 minutes of practice really here, so I got a lot more laps than normal. But if we could hit a 4, we'll get a top 10 time. But hitting a 4, I only did that once. I got a handful of 5s, but I just got to be real smooth with it. Just keep this car as straight as we can, getting a good rhythm. A little too sideways there. I can hit a 6 no problem, but that was not a good 3 and 4. Not the best laps here. I just got to get back into a rhythm in the heat race and stuff. Oh, gonna hit the wall right at the line. Got 14th, not terrible though. Starting 4th in heat 2. We can make a middle line work pretty decently as well. I cannot run the very top fastly. Like can't get a lot of speed up there. But Steenkloth up front, Mikey in second. Wow, Mikey in second for a heat is wild. Definitely would not have expected that. Luckily, I would have gotten down right away. I'm happy about that. But I am feeling pretty quick here for the most part. As long as I can get like in my rhythm, I feel like I'm fast. I just got to not get too sideways through these corners. Straighten down a little early there. They're running that way high side, which I can definitely catch them when they're up there. Because they don't get as big of a run in these cars as they did the micros up top. So I feel like I can make the bottom work on them. Mikey's like drifting the straightaway. That looks ridiculous. But he gets up in the Barnes. That's going to give us an opportunity to try to get by Barnes here. He slowed him up a little bit. Barnes is going to throw a Hail Mary back at Mikey maybe. Maybe he'll get back into him. Maybe they'll both wreck or something, who knows. Try to see if we can gain anything here. Last corner, Barnes runs the low side, so we're not able to catch him, but that's all right. We'll start 14th here in the A main, which is not the worst thing in the world. I will take it. But Steenkloff getting the pole there, or not pole, he getting the heat win. We were heat 2, so he's going to be starting second here. Don't know who's out front. It looks like Jeremy's out front. Chase Jones third, Kylie fourth. Pretty solid people up front. Chase just won the last race. And he pulled away from us in the points pretty well. And Jeremy's somewhat close to us in points, but he has a win on the year also, so I'm hoping we could try to catch him in points, but if he's running out front in this race, I don't know if that's going to happen. We got 18 laps here. The 18 laps are going to go by super fast, though. So trying to get a top 10 here is going to be tough, but we'll do our best. And then we're going to be going on to Eldora for that showcase, which is going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited to run Eldora. I have not ran Eldora in this game, besides like when I first previewed the game in a Super, I think it was. Pretty sure I ran a Super at Eldora, because the World 100 just happened and stuff when I was doing all that. But that was a lot of fun in the Supers. The street stocks, I have no clue how that's going to go. Hopefully we can do all right. Trying to catch Thompson here. Sticking right to his bumper through these corners. They're like drifting these damn straightaways. Like they look ridiculous. Like they're not getting the car straight at all on a straightaway. Trying to pull up in front of Richardson there. I'm going to try and cut him off here, so I can maybe get in front of him and go back to my line in 3 and 4. I just wanted to like check him up. Might be able to do the same thing to Billy Green. But Richardson, oh no, Richardson started running the bottom behind me also. Not able to catch back up to Billy though. These laps are just ticking by very quickly. Brett Thompson working his way around Richardson. Trying to keep this car as straight as we can. Feel like I'm just too much on throttle sometimes. A little too sideways, but I'm just trying to get back in a rhythm, because when I was in practice, I felt like I had a pretty decent rhythm. And then I took a little bit of a break while on the phone, so that'll happen. Oh well. But we're running 13th. It's not terrible by any means. I do feel like we have some decent speed here. And the leader is only like a couple cars behind us, honestly. Like Jeremy only has to pass, I think, Brett Thompson, and then he's to us. I think he might be side by side with Jesse back there, a second back. So the goal is to try not to go a lap down again here. Oh, they're hitting up there. Billy Green and the lapper, Carter, hardly know her. Jeremy is also getting around Brett behind us now. My goal is to try to stay on the lead lap, but Jeremy caught us so quickly. We've got 3 laps left here. He's got 2. So if I can hold him off for this one more lap here, he'll be done. We got 2 laps to go. I don't know if anybody is fighting Jeremy for the win behind us, but I'm trying to hold my position and stay on this lead lap. Looks like we are going to stay on the lead lap, though, because they do finish the race. So we are going to finish out here in 13th on the lead lap. I will take that. It's not too terrible. Prairie View goes by super fast, but if we could have had a little bit better of a qualifying, that would have helped us out a lot, but it is what it is. Who ended up getting that win? Jeremy got the win. Chase second, Schneenkloth, Mikey, and then Kylie. I think there's going to be a tie going into the final race of the season here on points, which is kind of wild. Because we're still 10th in points, but yeah, Mikey caught Kylie by 2 points there, which is all he needed to get the tie there up front. And Schneenkloth is kind of too far back. He's 24 back, I don't think, unless they both have a terrible race here at Eldora. But Jeremy getting multi-wins here in this season as well. So literally comes down to Eldora. Who does better between Kylie and Mikey for the championship there, which is kind of wild. And we're just trying to hold our top 10 spot for the most part. What is that going to be? About 6,000, a little bit over 6,000? Yeah, 6,300, not terrible, but it's a little bit of money. But let's go see what we can do here at Eldora. That's going to get us up to $47,000. Definitely not going to get enough money to get that suspension after the end of the season, so we're gonna have to get that part way through next season. I'm just gonna have to work on the setups a little bit more, try to get faster next season and everything. But going on to Eldora here, I'm hoping to try to get a top 10. That would be a nice goal. Eldora is a very big track. I feel like we can keep the car pretty straight here. We're sitting 10th in points. We're 4 points over Ricky Cox. We're 20 points behind Ned Hill. Don't think we're gonna be catching him, so getting 10th first season in the street stocks would be solid. We just have to beat out Ricky Cox. I don't think Jesse can really catch us unless we have a terrible one and we don't make the A main. But same thing with Ned and Samantha. If they don't make the A main, we can catch them, but I think they're probably going to make the A main, and we're not going to catch them unless like we win the race or something. But that'd be very tough to do. So let's get on the Eldora and try to make the show straight off the heat race. We need to qualify very well though. All right, got down to a 16.7 there in practice. Probably gonna be harder to get the qualifying. Yeah, I knew it was gonna probably go up 2 to 3 tenths there, so we'd have to try to hit a 6 to get a top 10 goal. But if we could hit that 7 again, that'd be pretty solid. I kind of ran like middle to a cut down 1 and 2, and a little bit of the same in 3 and 4. If you run the high side, you can get upwards of 120 miles an hour here in the street stock, which is pretty wild to think of. Like this little thing going 120 around Eldora is pretty crazy. But that was a pretty solid turn 1. Try not to get too sideways on the exit there. Just trying to keep the car as straight as we can for like these exits to get as much speed out of the corners as much as we can. That was a 16.9, not terrible, but not great. Felt like a pretty good 1 and 2 there. Get all the way down to the wall 3 and 4. Try to keep it straight on the exit here. We're gonna get a 9:30, so like basically identical times on the 2 laps. Starting 4th in heat number 1. We need to gain 1 spot here to try and make it straight through to the feature. Kylie getting 2nd in heat 1. That's pretty wild. So she qualified 7th. Kind of a struggle on their part because they need to be as fast as possible. Jeremy Cross on pole though. Look at him go, getting really fast towards the end of this season. Trying to get under Kylie there, not going to be able to. They just have a little too much speed down the straights for us. They got a better engine most likely. We're smacking the wall. That's going to slow us up a little. Even if we finish 4th here, we'll be on pole for the B main. But I really not want to have to go through the B main, but if we have to, it is what it is. We'll just go through, win that B main, as long as I don't destroy the car. Holy crap, I hit that inside wall and it straightened us out so bad. Try to run this middle to a cut down maybe. Just have to not let, oh my God, I'm destroying the inside wall right now. Okay, Brooks got by us. How damaged is our car now? 88% on the aero. That's not great. Not great at all. Gotta go back and try to catch Brooks at least to get back by them. Try to start on pole for the B main. I was really like just trying to see what I could do if I could catch them in front of me, but now I'm just trying to get back to the lead for the B main. 2 laps left here. I feel like we're faster than Brooks. I'm gonna try and dive it down under them here, scare them up the track just a wee bit. Kylie going back for a second up there where they started. Jeremy is absolutely just gone. Gonna hold the outside lane. No, I'm in the wall. Final lap here. Brooks and I battling for pole for the B main. I have a good exit off of turn 2. A lot of speed here. Gonna try and just hold the bottom lane and not hit the wall. Mirror drive a little bit and make sure Brooks stays behind us. We'll start pole for the B main. I will take that. Not the worst thing in the world, but not the best either. Kylie gets back up to second though, back by Jesse, right? So she'll be starting 7th in the A main. Jeremy is gonna start pole for the A main. And we'll see what we can do here. Should be able to kind of not run away from these guys, but not easily, I should say. We should get top 5, no problem, and make it to the A main. I don't know where we're gonna finish in this thing. I hope we can finish on pole since we started here. Try and run like this middle low line, kinda. Get up in front of Brett a little. Kind of have a little bit of the best of both worlds with the bottom and the middle. Try to keep speed and not get too sideways. This is a 12 lap B main and we're kind of already pulling away. So not gonna bore you with just running these laps. So I'll advance forward to where we're getting ready to go into the A main for you guys. And we're finishing out this B main, winning it. So found a little bit of a line. I kind of like a little bit of a cut down, kind of like a little bit of just the bottom in general. So pulled away from them by about 4 seconds, but we're gonna be starting back in 19th here for this A main. So gonna be tough to try to work our way to the top 10. Mikey's all the way back here right in front of us. He was 3rd in the heat 6th. That's pretty wild. Definitely did not expect that whatsoever. We have 39 tear-offs for 24 laps. Okay, I'm not being stingy with a tear-off in this one. Like, we get dirt on our windshield, we're basically using it. You can almost use, like, you can use almost 2 a lap for the most part. It'll be close, but not quite 2 a lap, but you could use a lot. You don't have to be stingy at all. We're already hitting the inside wall. That's 91% on the air already? What the heck? How did that happen so quickly? Like, how did so much damage get on the car from that little amount? We're getting lifted up from Chase Jones somehow. Like, our right rear ended up in the air from his cars. I don't understand how. I guess we like the wheel touched. I don't know. Getting in front of Mikey, which is shocking. We're getting right reared by Chase as well, trying to hold on to where we're at. We're getting ping-ponged around 3 wide in the middle. I don't mind that middle lane, but we're getting ping-ponged around, and I'm wrecking Samantha Bell. They save it somehow. What a save. That was an amazing save by Samantha. But I was just getting ping-ponged all around. Oh, boy, they are flying right now on that outside, though. Like, I kind of like the low to middle lane, or, like, going middle and then cutting down on the exit slightly. Just trying to keep the car as straight as we can for the most part. Oh, almost got Mikey there. We just skidded his left rear. 90% on the aero now. Just getting slightly worse and worse over time. We're up to 18th though, so we gained a spot from the start still after all that craziness. Jeremy's still out in front, which is crazy. Because with it being a big showcase, especially Eldora, there's a lot of guys that got to be running it that definitely don't run the whole season like normal. Oh, they're getting into each other. We caught Mikey a ton on the exit there. That was a great 3 and 4. I need to continue to do that. My 1 and 2 is keeping up with them decently, but Chase kind of slowed him up a little bit there. Gonna be 3 wide on the exit here, probably. Nope, 2 wide. Mikey did not get to his outside. Thought he was going to, though. So we're moving our way up to 16th here. If we can get by, we can clear the pass on Chase. Maybe another lap or so and we'll be able to get by him. Getting a top 15 here would be solid though. I'll be happy with that. Don't know where Ricky Cox is though. I don't even know if he's in the race, honestly. I don't know if he made the feature or if that's his green car up there. I'm not sure. But right now, for the points lead, Kylie, I know, started up in 7th. Mikey is behind us. So she is killing it on the championship right now. Does not have a thing to worry about unless there's a caution and Mikey's not a lap down. Unless she is the caution, that would suck if she gets like right hooked by somebody all of a sudden. That would be terrible because damage does affect you quite a bit, especially the AIs. The AIs get affected by the damage a lot, I feel like. In the micros, at least they did, because when they would go flipping and stuff, you could tell who was in the wreck afterwards because they were just super slow the rest of the race and getting lapped multiple more times, depending on how long the race was. I'm consistently around like a mid to low 3, which I'm really happy with right now. If I can keep that up, should be able to get by Billy Green here and maybe catch Tommy Bailey up there. I'm not 100% sure. I really don't know whose green car that is out in the front of this little group. I really hope that's not Ricky Cox, just for the fact that I want to beat him in the points and stay top 10. I know we got ahead of Samantha Bell. She's somewhere behind us, and points in the showcase are definitely a wider margin than most races, so might be able to catch somebody up in the points if they are not having a good feature or if they didn't make it in general. I don't really know where everybody's at. There's a handful of people that race these showcases that make it in the A-mains that don't race the rest of the year. So that could definitely knock some people out of the race. Oh, they're hitting. They keep it straight somehow. That's Tommy Richardson up there, probably with Tommy Bailey. There's only room for one Tommy in this race. That's what one of them's saying. And Tommy Bailey just whipped by him. He got tubbed. Like Richardson got tubbed up there. Trying to get to the inside of Billy, but now he's decided to migrate down to that low side. I might be able to tub Billy if I can get to his outside here. Up in the 15th there, I think, at the line. Try not to pinch him down too much so we don't get wheel-to-wheel contact and send us up the track. He clears me in 1 and 2. I'm going to try to get back under him for 3 and 4. Run this lower line. Jeremy is right on us. The leader is right behind us. We're about to get lapped. There's nothing I can probably do about that because there are 6 more laps left and he is super, super fast. I want to try and hold him off if we can, just in case a caution were to come out. I do not want to be lapped, and we can't do anything about it unless I like right hook them, but that would just be unnecessary. It is pouring outside. I thought I was hearing like other things, but no, it is absolutely drenched outside right now. Downpour, which is pretty normal for Florida. You get rain all the time. So we're a lap down. We got 3 laps to go here. We're in the top 15, which is pretty solid. I'm going to see if I can try to catch Richardson up here, but he's like a second ahead. Oh, they're hitting up there. Don't be doing that now because now all I can do is really lose spots. I can't really gain anything if you guys wreck. Jeremy, do not cause a caution, please. And if you do, let me get by you first. Just let me get by you if you cause a wreck. He has nobody to even battle with. I don't know who's behind me. They're in second place, though. I just can't tell whose car it is because it's a big red car. But it's just so dirty on the side of it. White flag in the air. Not sure whose car this is. Mikey is behind us on track, and Kylie for sure is in front of us. So she is going to be your champion in the first season of the Street Stocks. Who is that? Jurens. Okay, that's Brandon Jurens. But we get 15th in the showcase. I'm not even mad about that. That's a tough, tough track and a lot of laps. So Mikey ends up finishing 17th. Oh, Ricky was up there. Dang it. He's going to beat us in the points. Kylie ends up finishing 8th. So that's definitely going to be the championship for her. Jeremy getting his 3rd win on the season, though. He's going to be looking strong for next year. He is the only full-time driver in the top 6 that finished up there. And he won the race. He dominated that thing. That is crazy. Let's make sure that we did get the champion right with Kylie, and we are 11th in points. Dang it, Ricky did beat us out. He had a great race. We were catching Samantha a little bit because they did finish behind us, but Ned Hill was somewhere in front of us as well, and Kylie does get the championship on the year. Jeremy works his way all the way up to 4th, tied with Tommy Bailey, but he has 3 wins on the year, tied with Kylie. He came on strong the last half of the season, but not soon enough. Kylie gets the win, championship on the year. We're gonna get paid out pretty decently, even for finishing 15th, because it was a very high paying out season, but or race I should say. 10,100 for that race. I'll take it. That's gonna put us up to 57,000. Not even enough to buy the suspension yet. We still need like maybe 2 more thousand to buy it, but then all the other stuff on top of it, it's gonna be like 70k. So yeah, we finished 11th in our first season. We got 1 top 5, which I think was at where was it, Grant Park, because we did pretty good there. 4 top 10s out of 10 races, which is not too terrible at all. I will take that for our first season. Brett Thompson didn't get a top 10 or top 5, finished 14th in the points, so they're the first ones without either stat. And then Barnes is the last one with a top 10, it looks like, besides like the guys that race only the showcase races. But Kylie gets 7 top 5s out of 10 races, 9 top 10s. Schneenkloth gets all 10 top 10s, but only 5 top 5s. And Mikey matching Kylie with the top 5s and top 10s, but did terrible on the last race of the season. Kylie got a top 10, Mikey did not. So that was a huge difference in points there. So we're going to be going on to season number 2 in the street stock regulation once again. Go on and run the same schedule. Top 5 is going to be real rough because we still have the same car. I'm just going to go top 15 for the first 3 races of next season, but we're going to repair our parts too because everything got very damaged after that race. But start out the next season nice and fresh with $55,000 in the bank. We need like $15,000 to really upgrade this fully. Maybe after Fairbury, if we do good enough, we could buy this, but I won't have any upgrades. I'll probably wait until the showcase or after Elm Creek to buy that, and so I can get some upgrades on it at least. So that will be next episode for sure. So I appreciate you guys watching as always. Hopefully you guys enjoyed getting on to season 2 here of the street stock. Should be a lot of fun, but appreciate you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Catch you guys in the next one.